Hi guys, so welcome again. In this video, we are going to learn next set of Power BI interview questions which will help you to crack the interview. Now we are going to discuss the much more advanced topics in Power BI interview questions like performance improvement, little bit of tax, and here and there, right? So what advanced, what additional they can ask you for, right? So let's get started without further delay. Okay, so to start with, what is the difference between a calculated column and a measure? So you can answer, here they are trying to trick you with your understanding of doing the same field, right? It's a field actually, right? When we do it in Power BI. So for few things, we need to create a measure. For few things, we have to create calculated columns, right? But they both treated as a field of an entity or for a table, right? So now they wanted to hear understanding from you that do you understand that? So you can start answering like that. Yes, a calculated column is a column in Power BI table that contains value calculated based on a formula using DAX, which is nothing but a data analysis expression, right? It is computed during the data loading and becomes a part of data model. So now calculated column is a part of the data model, right? Okay. So on the other hand, a measure is a DAX expression. So it's expression based thing when we talk about measure. Okay. So that calculates an aggregated value on the fly during the data visualizations, considering the context of the report. Measure are used in visualization to perform real-time calculation without adding to the data model size. So it means suppose some runtime operations are happening, you wanted to calculate those aggregated salaries or aggregated, something based on the year, month, or quarter or something, right? So your calculation is based on the expression, right? So sometimes these things will consider in a measure. Okay. The next question is, how can you optimize the performance of a Power BI interview, Power BI report, right? So this is a very important question. I think every interviewer will definitely will ask you, have you faced any slow running report? How did you optimize? What did you do? What are the steps you followed? They can ask you those kind of questions. So you can start answering, yes, I've done a lot of optimization in Power BI to start with the SQL query first. If there is some procedure or some set of queries or joins, right? So one thing is SQL side. A SQL developer can optimize your report as well based on the how much time the query is taking, how much time it is getting. But once the Power BI, is using the data to load the model and then performing all the calculations from it, then how do you answer that? So for that, you need Power BI to improve the performance. So to start with, you can say to optimize Power BI report performance, you have to consider these steps. Optimize the data model. It means simplify the relationship. Do not make complicated relationships between each table, right? One to another, right? Use calculated columns and remove unnecessary data. Limit visuals and visual interaction. Use direct query or incremental refresh for large data sets. Optimize DEX measure for efficiency. So there are a lot of DEX tools. You can install DEX Studio also to see your DEX, complexity and easy way to solve or optimize the DEX. Sometimes we are not able to write it properly. So reduce visuals complexity and use appropriate visuals for data representation. Optimize visuals queries and data load. Use Power BI Performance Analyzer to identify bottlenecks and improve report responsiveness. So the next question is, explain the concept of drill through in Power BI. So here again, they wanted to know your little more understanding if you worked on any drill through report, right? So if you're working more than 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, definitely you have come across many drill through, drill down, right? So next question, they might trick you with the drill down and drill through, but let's talk about the drill through first, okay? So you can start answering. Drill through in Power BI allows users to explore more detailed information related to a specific data point in a report. By clicking on a data point, users can navigate to another page or report that provides more context or granular data associated with that point. This feature enables users to gain deeper insight by drilling down into specific aspects of data, facilitating a more comprehensive understanding of underlying information. The next question is, what is the purpose of relationship in Power BI and how do you create them? Why we need them and how do we create them? So the purpose of relationship in Power BI is to establish connection between the different tables in data model. This enables users to combine and analyze the data from multiple tables, providing a unified view for reporting and visualization. To create relationship, you have to go to the model view and then select two tables and then click on the manage relationship option and then specify the related columns in each table to establish the connection between them. Okay. The next question is, what is the DAX language and how it is used in Power BI? So the DAX is a formula language used in Power BI and other Microsoft tools like Excel analysis service. It is designed for a data modeling and calculation. In Power BI, text is primarily used to create calculated columns, measures, and calculated tables. Text formulas enables users to perform complex calculation, aggregations, and manipulate data based on the relationship within the data model. It enhances data analysis and visualization capabilities in Power BI reports and dashboards. Okay, so I hope you liked it. So please stay watching this playlist if you wanted to know more about our Power BI interview question. Thank you.